This is Gundam Libra, the symbolism of the balance of the celestial longitude. Piloted by Libra herself, she will bring justice upon her enemies and protect the 12 zodiac courts. The blue colorization is due to one of her Astralists, which are soldiers of the 12 courts, Masked Man, stealing the Gundam for his own use. When she successfully took the Gundam back, she liked the color so much as to not change it back to its original color scheme, but only switching back from a water elemental cell when stolen to a light elemental cell. Gundam Libra is equipped with the Omega Nanolaminate Sword, the shields of the scales on her shoulders, and the 2 multifunctional rocket launchers on her back. The sword can have light and elemental energy channeled through to sharpen the blade, physically making it sharper than Gemini's swords, and can cut through even the nanolaminate coat of the Gundam Gremory like a hot knife through butter. The sword can also have elemental energy channeled into its tip and released with a pulse to radially blind enemies around her so that she could either run or strike them from the blindness. The launchers on her backpack can either launch regular rockets to intercept enemies and hold them back, or they can infuse the remaining rockets with light elemental energy to launch flashbangs. The shields of the scales on her shoulders have incredible toughness, so they can block a lot of enemy attacks from her. They can barely withstand a blast from the colony laser or celestial being, however they are not as tough as Taurus's armor, so a Dying Slave attack can still poke through her shields. The most significant feature is when she activates the Astral burst system. When done so, she will trigger the Equalizer pulse, which can disarm the enemy until it has the equivalent loadout as Libra herself. Using Gemini as an example, when hit by Libra's Equalizer pulse, the swords on the backpack will be disarmed as well as one of his own swords, so that the arm blasters and one of his other swords remains, so as to give Libra a fighting chance against him. Since the shoulder armors can hinder her movement, she can purge the shoulder armors if necessary during the battle to increase her mobility, with the cost of not being able to trigger the Equalizer pulse again during the battle, due to the fact that the Equalizer pulse is sent out from the shields.